Hi guys, MKGP here with just a casual video. I just kind of want to talk about what I've been thinking about recently with the channel. So this video is going to be pretty relaxed. It's very unscripted and there won't be as many fancy jump cuts or editing tricks in here. I just kind of want to talk about a video that's really been bothering me before. I don't think I've actually disliked any one of my videos more than I have this one that I've been thinking about. And it might be surprising to you, since I know, if you know me personally, you know that every time one of you guys plays my old videos from 2 or 3 years ago, I just get so cringed up inside, and I just can't take it. I just have to leave. But it's actually not one of those videos, surprisingly. It's the eating every state that closed schools due to a certain virus. Yeah, that one. That one has a lot of views, I gotta say. Like over 100. It's one of my most popular videos on my channel. But I really, really dislike it. So, first I kind of want to talk about, why I do what I do. I mean, I do everything to entertain. And every video I've ever made is still on my channel. You might not see it on the main page because it's unlisted or in a private playlist. I think there's only a few videos that I've actually gone on to go private. I've never deleted a single video. You can see my entire channel history from the beginning. Yeah, I've only privated 2 videos. I'm not going to share which one those are. If you've been around since 2017, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just want to talk about the eating every state video and why I dislike it. I'm not going to delete the video by any means. Like I just said, I've kept every video up, but let's just talk about it. So, the making of the video was kind of rushed. It's very sloppily made. Since I had this idea in my head that I was thinking of those people that would eat pictures of people until they ate them back. But of course, if I was eating the United States can't necessarily eat me back. That would be kind of disgusting. And also kind of deathly for me. But I had that idea floating around in my head, and I just decided, you know what, let's just go for it. Let's just do it. And so I did. It took me 2 attempts. It was a 2-take video. I did one where I messed up in the beginning, and then the one that you see in the video, that is my 2nd attempt, and I just did it. Yeah, it was a very, very rushed video. I actually wanted to try out a new tripod that I got, which was specifically for phones. It's very little. I used it for one other video that was also a failed video, where I did some sort of funny gag where it was too low on the ground, and it was a stupid gag. But it was my channel gag, so there you go. So, as you can see, the video turned out very crooked, and it's not very focused on me. Instead, it's sort of half on the table and just bent in a way. I know this camera's bent too. I know. And it's just very not professional looking. I didn't use any lighting. I didn't change up the set at all. It was just me on a plain background just eating steaks. So let's talk about how it turned out. I think it turned out fine. I mean, like I said, it was rushed, pretty sloppily made, but I just don't like how it turned out. I was talking to my dad about this, but I feel like a lot of my jokes came out insensitive. Of course, this was near the beginning of the coronavirus, and not as many people had died as they have now. But even then, I was very worried about people taking offense to my video, and I even put that down there. I am in no way making light of this awful situation. I was making light of an awful situation. So, next I kind of want to talk about timelessness. I have this sort of weird gauge where if a video is not watchable without its original context within 5 months, then it's not going to be a great video. Of course, it's been more than 5 months since this video, and I guess it still works since we're still in that context, but I'm just saying in general, if you can't come back to a video many months later and still get all the same jokes without the proper context, then it's a great video. this is not a great video. Eventually, it's gonna age out and it's gonna not be as popular. My content takes so long to produce that I really try not to make content that will age very poorly, and I try not to make content that will age out. I try to make content that you can go back to and you can say, hey, that's still a great video because it doesn't have anything to do with the current politics, doesn't have anything to do with the current events, there's no jokes about current YouTube drama. Everything in there is just funny because it's funny. Or it's not funny. I don't know, that depends on how you perceive my content. But I, for one, think it's funny. And sometimes going back on my old videos, I can still laugh at them, even if I don't have the proper context. So next I kind of want to talk about where this video is going, MKMORE. So if you don't know, I'm MKGP. I run a channel called MKGP, and I also run this channel called MKMORE, which used to stand for Mega Kirby More because my old channel name was Mega Kirby Gameplay. Little known fact, actually very much known fact. But this channel is my second channel. Here you'll find my most popular things I've made on the internet as a whole. Some of my memes have upwards of, I think, 4,000 views, which to me is a lot. To others it's very small. But to me, that's definitely a lot of views. And the reason I don't post this content on my main channel is, again, because of the timelessness. And I really like to post highly structured videos with, as you can tell here, this is definitely a second channel video because of how unstructured it is. But it has to have meaning, it has to have a script, and it has to have well thought out jokes. This video was none of those. It was thrown together at the last minute. It was not scripted, and the jokes just weren't that funny because I wasn't thinking them out beforehand. The only comedic effect of that video is a guy eating a steak. Oh, and then he eats another one, and another one. And that's supposed to be funny. The only humor lies in the fact that I keep going and keep eating it. And by the way, I didn't actually eat all that stuff. The second I finished recording that video, I went and spit it out. I think you could probably find in the original recording, like, you can hear me spitting it out into the garbage can. I was not going to eat that paper. I don't know why anyone would. And that was a lot of the joke, is that people would ask me, did you actually eat that? No, I did not eat the paper. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh yeah, MKMORE. So this channel, where this video is going, is just for whatever pops into my head. For stuff like this. This should not have gone on my main channel. I should have been thinking about that. That should have gone on my second channel. This one. The one that you're watching on. I don't know why I put it in MKGP. Probably because I thought it would get my channel a lot of attention, which it did. But I don't like that. The thing about videos like this is that they get you a lot of attention because you're talking about current events. And then the people who watch it will never come back because your next content isn't about that current event. If you hook people on for timeless content, then people will watch that over and over and over because they know it's you and they're coming for your personality, not because you're talking about current events. So yeah, MKMORE, this really should have gone on MKMORE because that's, you know, the type of content that really isn't formatted. It's not thought out ahead of time. It's just whatever pops in my head, and occasionally it can be really, really funny. I harken back to insert funny video here. What's a good one? Perry the Platypus meme. I thought of that in 5 seconds, and it got me my most popular thing I've ever made on the internet. So next, I just want to talk about my opinion change real quick. I think everyone was kind of like this when we first heard about the coronavirus pandemic, which is that, oh man, I really don't want to wear a mask. I really want to go back to school. I really just want this whole thing to be over. That's how I was in the beginning. That's why I made this video. It was an act of protest. Also, I cringe every time I see that. It wasn't an act of protest. It was just kind of dumb. But yeah, back then when I made that video, I had that mentality that, oh man, we just gotta go back to normal. It's not gonna be that bad. And then of course things got bad, and they continued to get worse. I still wish that we could go back to school, but that's a story for another time. But I don't think, in my current mindset, I would make a video like that doing an act of protest to go back to school. And I've really just flipped my entire mindset after looking at facts and seeing what's happening with the coronavirus. Yeah, so I think I've completely flipped on my understanding of what's really happening with the coronavirus pandemic and shutting down schools and all that, because I don't know where I was going with that. So the last thing I want to talk about is my notoriety I've gained for this video. There's 2 videos on my channel that people will come up to me and say, hey, you know that thing? Well, I'm going to reference that thing you did. And those 2 videos, of course, this one I'm talking about right now, and the Who Eats Applesauce video. People talk to me all the time about the applesauce video. Every time I'm seen with a cup of applesauce, everyone's just like, who eats applesauce? I think that's quite funny, since, of course, I made the joke. But it's not that funny. When people talk to me about that, they say, oh man, I got a comment saying, like, you're such a legend for doing this. And at the time, I really appreciated it, but now it's just like, well, why? I just spent 3 minutes on camera doing something completely disgusting. For example, my mom could not finish the video because of how disgusting it is to see me eating a bunch of paper cutouts of the states. And I completely agree with her. Love you, Mom. It wasn't a great idea. I don't know, just the whole video. I don't know why I still get so much notoriety and credibility for it. But it's just not that great. It just really isn't. I've been thinking about this so much that the type of content I produce and the stuff people see of me on the internet is a reflection of my character. And that's whether or not I'm actually portraying someone that I'm not. But I think on the internet, things are forever. And if you don't describe who you are as a person and how you've changed, then everything that's about you on the internet, people will see that as a reflection of who you are now. And I really don't like that. I think I've very much changed, even the slightest bit. When I was recording that video, I definitely don't have the same views as that MKGP from a couple months ago. Thanks for sticking around to watch a guy talk about a video he doesn't like. Of course, I'm still going to keep this video up. I just really wanted to talk about how much I really dislike that video. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble. And there's some new content coming to the MKGP channel. This video is just a bit of a tie-over to appease you guys while I continue to work on that masterpiece. You guys are going to love it. Alright, with all that out of the way, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around for this long rant with basically no script. But hey, that's what the MKMORE channel is for. And hopefully I can remember that in the future if I ever choose to make this sort of content again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.